Here's a motivational story for you. From homeless to high flyer. The story of Ben's big leap. Ben had always been a dreamer. The kind of person who could sit on a park bench with nothing but an empty stomach and still imagine himself running a company. Unfortunately, life hadn't exactly dealt him the best hand. At 19, Ben was homeless, living under a bridge, and surviving on instant noodles when he could afford them. But if Ben had one thing, it was determination and, admittedly, a little too much sarcasm for his own good. One rainy evening, Ben was scrolling through a discarded phone he'd found in the trash, a small miracle in itself. After an hour of tinkering, he managed to get it to work. While others might have immediately looked up memes or watched cat videos, Ben Googled, "How to get rich without money or connections." The answer? Learn something valuable. So, Ben decided to teach himself coding. He didn't have a laptop, but the local library had free computers. Every day, rain or shine, he'd walk 2 miles to sit at a computer and watch free YouTube tutorials. Sometimes, the librarian would eye him suspiciously because of his less than stellar hygiene, but Ben just smiled and said, "One day, I'll donate enough to build you a new library." The first 6 months were rough. Ben's early coding attempts were, let's just say they'd make any programmer cry. But he kept at it. Slowly, his skills improved. He built a small app that helped people find the nearest shelter and shared it online. It wasn't fancy, but it worked. And more importantly, it got noticed. A local tech startup CEO stumbled upon Ben's app and was impressed. She sent him an email saying, "Who built this? And how can I hire them?" Ben replied immediately, "It's me. And I accept payment in food, shelter, and eventually cash." The CEO laughed but gave him a chance. Ben started as an intern, still technically homeless, but finally earning enough to eat more than noodles. He worked tirelessly, soaking up knowledge like a sponge. Within a year, he became a full-time developer. But Ben wasn't done. With his new skills and a growing network, he started freelancing on the side. His first big project? An app for a major food chain that earned him enough to rent his own tiny apartment, a far cry from the bridge he once called home. Fast forward 5 years, and Ben isn't just surviving, he's thriving. He now runs his own tech company, mentoring young people from underprivileged backgrounds. His motto? You can start with nothing but a dream and a Wi-Fi connection. Whenever he tells his story, Ben adds a touch of humor. "Look, if I can go from smelling like a wet dog under a bridge to wearing a tailored suit in a corner office, what's stopping you? Just don't forget to shower on your way up." And that's how Ben turned his struggles into a stepping stone, proving that with hard work, a bit of luck, and a lot of YouTube tutorials, anything is possible.